Hello, and welcome back to Mindfully Rich Podcast, your weekly look at life and finances with a twist where we talk about improving your overall relationship with money and building better financial habits. In each episode, I'll discuss real life situations and give y'all practical advice. The point of this podcast is to help you stay in your financial lane so you won't end up broke. I'm the creator and host, Richie. Now, let's jump into today's episode. What's up, y'all? You already know I told you getting 2 episodes this week. Yes, I know I've been gone, but I've been thinking about y'all, and so that's the reason why I wanted to make sure that I came back strong with 2 whole episodes, and I am back exploring money and relationships here on Mindfully Rich Podcast. And I just first want to say thank y'all so much. I appreciate all of the support, all the listens, all the shares. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Write those reviews, do all of the things to support my Black business. Now that's enough on that. Y'all get the support level. We're going to go ahead and jump into our Mindful Money Wellness segment. And so last episode, if y'all remember, I talked about the cost of the single life and how it's expensive. This episode, I'm going to jump into talking about marriage and how it can equal more money for you and more benefits. Now, by no means am I doing this episode to tell y'all, go ahead, get married because you're going to get all the benefits and you're going to get more money. Once again, y'all know what I'm about. I'm the money girl. I want to explore the topic. I want to give you some perspective on the topic. And I just want to enlighten you as a whole. Now, I've happened to be on both sides of the spectrum. I've been single now for 6 years and I was married for 12 years. Yo, that is crazy. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking about how old I'm getting. That is crazy. And so our music title, hold on, y'all. I'm tripping. Our music artist and title inspiration, it comes from Jagged, Let's Get Married, because what other song would go? Okay, there's no other song. All right. And so I want to go ahead and give y'all this disclaimer. These are my opinions. Okay. I'm not going to debate y'all on this. It's my podcast. It's what I think. All right. I get it. You're going to want to send me some messages and tell me what you think. I understand that. But guess what? My opinions. Okay. This is coming from my frame. What is it? Point of view? I am tripping, y'all. I'm like, what am I talking about? Frame of mind, point of view. I didn't know what I was about to say. Anyways, just to show you, okay, I just let these things fly. Ain't no editing here. If I don't get it right, that's it. It's in it. It's in the cut. All right, that's where I'm at with it. Okay, and so on this particular episode, I am talking about households where they're married and there are 2 working adults. All right, this only is pertaining to a marriage that has 2 working adults and how it can equal more money and more benefits for that particular household. All right. And this is how. So the first reason why I believe marriage equals more money and more benefits is you can claim double benefits through that person's work. So if you have 2 people in a household, they're married, you can be on their insurance. You could also have your insurance. Okay. So that's double coverage right there. And when I'm saying insurance, that could be their medical coverage. That can be their dental coverage, their vision coverage. All right. And those types of coverages, when you have a lot of coverage like that, that's less out of pocket money that you're spending. All right. Because I was married, I know what that's like. I mean, there was a time I wasn't paying for nothing. Okay. No out of cost expenses, because if I had the one insurance doing something and they didn't cover it, I had another insurance that was covering it. So I didn't have any out of cost expenses. So in that instance, that's less money that you spend and you're also gaining more benefits. All right. The second reason why marriage equals more money and more benefits for, once again, a married couple where both people are working, all right, is because you can do the combined insurance discounts. I talked about this on the single episode as well. When you have married people, most of the time, especially if they're both working, you're going to have probably two vehicles. All right. You're probably going to have two cell phones. You're probably going to have multiple things. So you get a chance to take advantage of those discounts that you get when you bundle your services, when you have multiple items that you're putting under your insurance versus if you're single and it's just you and you only have that one. All right. And so the third reason why marriage equals more money and more benefits is you get to file a joint tax return. You file married jointly. Oh, child, check this out. Ooh, it's been 6 years since I did this. Okay. So you file married, filing jointly. I believe that's what it is. Now, I know what you're probably about to say. What if they file single? There is no advantages for married people filing single. All right. So I'm pretty sure all across the world is very few people who do that. Now, if there's a tax professional listening and you happen to hit me up and say it's more than you think, shut up. Okay. Let's go with my theory today. Okay. But when you're married, you get to file that joint tax return. And on the single episode, I talked about when you file single for your taxes, you are paying the most in taxes than anybody who files. All right. But when you're filing jointly, when you're married, you get more tax breaks. Okay. And so the fourth reason why marriage equals more money and more benefits is you get to split bills. Now, when I say split bills, I'm not talking about 50-50. Whatever split bills looks like in your household, okay? I was blessed in my life that all of my years of marriage, I didn't pay rent at all, okay? I didn't pay, okay? I didn't pay rent until I was 30 when I was out on my own, struggling, okay? I can laugh at it now. It wasn't funny. It was not funny for a long time, okay? It's funny now. But for the most part, whatever that looks like, you get a chance to share the expenses, whatever that looks like in your household. Some of y'all may be blessed where one person pays everything and the other person just gets to sit there. Okay, I don't know what your family household looks like, but when you have two people who are working, you have two incomes that can go in to pay the combined expenses versus when you have just a single person and they're trying to do all of those things by themselves. Okay, so the last reason why marriage equals more money and more benefits is the Social Security and retirement survivor benefits. And so if you don't know about this, we about to get into it. All right. And so once you're married, when you file for Social Security, and check this out, I'm a millennial. I understand for all my millennials and who's after me? Millennials, Zers. Okay. Millennials and Zers. I don't know if Social Security going to be there for us, right? I get it. I understand. But I got to tell y'all what's been working, what's been going on in the books right now. All right. And so for those people who file Social Security, when you're married, y'all both, there's something about when you're married that I don't know if they increase it a little bit, and I should have did a little bit more research on this. But what I do know is if two people are married and say if one person passes away, you do gain survivor benefits. You gain survivor benefits from not only Social Security, but you also have survivor benefits from, say, retirement, any annuities, things like that, investment products that person may have had. And so that's something that I do know to be true. There's a certain way that your Social Security is looked at when you're married versus when you're single. I can't go into specific detail about that, but it's a fact. You just have to go look it up to see the details on it. I just know that what I'm saying is an actual fact. All right. But the survivor benefits, they're not there when you're single. So if y'all just happen to just be committed, okay, y'all committed for years, because lots of people not going to get married. I understand that. And lots of people don't believe in marriage. That's not their thing. That's not what they want to do. But think of it like this. You've been with somebody for super long time, right? And they pass away. You don't obtain those survivor benefits, although y'all were in companionship with each other for years and years on. But when you're married, you do get a chance to take advantage of those benefits. And so that's mainly what this episode is about, just talking about the benefits and how being married can equate to having more money overall. All right. And so I just want to say thank y'all so much for all of the listening that y'all been doing, all of the sharing that y'all been doing. Continue to do that. Subscribe, write the reviews. Check me out on Instagram. I'm at mindfully_rich_podcast. I hope y'all are liking the shorter episodes because I have not been making them long. I'm getting straight to the point. Okay, so y'all continue to listen. Okay, because sometimes to keep y'all listening through the whole episode when they were longer, it was a task. It was like Mark 17. I was seeing drop off. Okay. So I'm like, all right, we're just going to go ahead as a whole, make the episodes shorter while I give you some good information, drop some gems, and then I go ahead and get on up out of here. Okay. And so hopefully this information gave you some new perspective. It also was beneficial to you. And once again, this episode was not to tell you that you need to get married, just letting you know what the benefits of being married can come with, and also how it can equate to you having more money overall. Because I did the episode before this about how being single can cost more, because it just do. I mean, it's just kind of one of those things. I mean, we already know how to add up 2 + 2 = 4, okay? And 1 + 1 = 2. When it's just one person, it's just one, all right? None of that probably made sense, y'all. I am probably delirious because I am recording 2 episodes at the same time. It is crazy, okay? And so don't forget, check me out on Instagram at mindfully_rich_podcast. You want to sponsor the podcast or the segment, my email and information is listed in the details of the podcast episode. Go ahead and check me out there. The Cash App, if you want to give a love offering to your girl, what's up? Okay, this is a one-woman team. I'm sponsoring all of this stuff, so I would definitely appreciate it. And so once again, y'all, make sure you live life mindfully, intentionally, and on purpose. And until next time, when I hit y'all with another one.